but we right back, you
It
know.
happens.
So we stopped to go to the girls.
Yeah. So what we just saw that Jenna, had beat Lori Tripp on the hill to advance in the tournament.
Beautiful match. Yep.
So that was a real good shot, a real good out. But speaking of winning shots,
Yep.
what's some of the tournaments you've won and places that you've been? Well, we got a slideshow, so you can talk about some of the pictures that we got.
Let's see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
One.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's start right here. Let's start right here.
That's some beautiful memories
So-
right there.
So me and my best friend, Mary,
Shout out
decided
to
to
my
go.
girl Mary. What's up?
Watson, what's up?
So we decided to play in a MIPA Scotch
Yep.
doubles. Her and I as partners, first time ever at the big thing.
And that's me and Kevin Deuce with the Raymond Noodle shirts
Yeah.
on the side of y'all. Yeah, chicken and beef, Raymond Noodle. Raymond Noodle hoodies.
But me and Mary that morning, we woke up, we put our shirts on.
Yep.
Hashtag Cave Gang, because he hooked us up on the back of our shirts.
Yep.
Anyway,
Sure indeed.
we knew we were winning only because we had the best outfit.
Yeah.
Like,
y'all always
it-
come to play.
Always,
Y'all always show up and
But the
show
worst
out.
part about it is it had nothing to do with pool.
Right.
In that moment, and we did our normal, and we skated through that.
Y'all
Like,
did.
we had a tough match, a father-son tough match, but
Okay.
other than that, we were on fire. And we were
Y'all
drunk.
always are on fire though. Y'all always are.
But that was probably my favorite ever pool win.
Yeah.
Was with her.
Okay. What's the next?
Let's go to one right here in the middle.
Oh lordy. So
Nice.
I love playing with
That look
Tony,
like Tony, Jeremy Perkins,
Earl Staffis,
Yeah.
Mary,
and you
me.
still get your girl Mary. You
Yeah.
keep your girl married.
Always.
Side by side all the time.
Mary's my anchor for life.
You ain't gotta
If
tell me
people
nothing.
don't
You know
know
I know.
this, Mary's my anchor for life.
That's right.
Right.
But the day that this event started,
Mm-hmm.
we always try to do good for Tony.
Right.
Right.
Which,
Tony
yeah,
puts a lot of pressure on his teammates.
he put a lot of pressure on me. He motivated me in a lot of
Yes,
ways. He said,
yes.
Bring that tiger out, Mark, every time I shoot. I said, okay, big bro, I got you.
But-
He's a great motivational speaker.
It took me a long time to break him in
Yeah.
that I got to be me.
Right. True.
But
Yep,
that particular day, I decided to get a little rowdy and I broke
Mm-hmm.
like my head. I tried to tackle someone in the parking lot, a Soaring Eagle.
Yep.
And so the first Saturday of that team event,
Uh-oh.
my team carried me.
Did they literally carry you?
They well, kinda.
They literally carry you back to
Kinda.
the
I
ring?
did not shoot well that day. I
Right.
did not shoot well that whole weekend
Right.
until the day that we got to the money.
I got you.
And I woke up
That's
that
when it's game
morning.
time.
Yeah, I woke up that morning and I said, well, I didn't die on Saturday.
Right.
So, and I woke up this morning, I'm golden.
Yeah.
And my very first match of the day of the money, I broke and ran against an A player.
There you go. Oh, you got it in. You
And
already
not
know.
only did I break and ran, but I cured the 8-ball through all of his balls.
Okay.
Best-
Don't surprise me none. I know how you do, Jen.
Best event of my life, really. And then for us to get to second,
Yeah.
we were stoked. That was awesome. That was probably a great team event for me. Probably one of my best.
Nice.
Right.
Let's go to another picture up there.
Let's go to this one, which seems like a different day, just the same Raymond Noodle shirt.
Oh yeah, oh my God, that's classic. That was
So-
Team Raymond Noodle when we played up there in that tournament and won. What was that?
So we brought Mark to Ludington.
Yes.
And we showed Mark how Mason County people shoot pool.
Yeah, y'all did.
And
also how y'all drank out there. Oh my God.
our team was lucky enough because I am always lucky enough to get a bye.
Right.
By the way, I hate buys.
Yep.
However, we didn't let that stop us. My husband
Not
dropped
even
us
close.
off at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
My
him
husband
and
came
Kay
back.
Coles, him and Kay Coles went and shot pool at some bar that
Yes,
they knew.
in Traverse
some pool
City.
hall, yeah.
And then he came back to pick us back. No, he didn't. He went to Scottville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then he came back to pick us up.
At like what, 4 in the morning was it?
No, it was 5 because he thought we'd be playing pool.
Yep.
And we never even had our first match yet.
We didn't.
But we drank beer in
And
McGillicuddy's.
McGillicuddy's.
We introduced Mark to McGillicuddy's.
I didn't even know that they made a cherry one. It was like a cherry one or something. I thought it was all
menthol.
It was a menthol one. That's
Your
what it
breath
was.
smelled great all day long.
Well, thank you.
And we showed them.
Yeah, we definitely did.
We rocked it out.
We rocked it out.
5 a.m.
That tournament, Gasoline Alley, right?
Gasoline Alley.
And they had the tables upstairs. They had like
Yes.
2 different floors.
Yeah, it
With
was
the
awesome.
sofa, they had the sofa upstairs.
Sofa?
Man, that was a great time right there. We had fun. And then, I see the picture.
And that's the other picture, the same thing, which
Yeah,
is just
same
with the
thing.
money.
Yep, and once again, shout out to my girl Mary. That's
Yep,
me and
yep.
Mary in Jack and Jill tournament. Airline
Yeah.
bar. We snapped it off one night. We had a great time. We won like 300 each, you know?
Yeah.
We bought ourselves in a Calcutta too, so
Yeah.
We did
that
good
was a
that
great
day.
time. Yeah, that was really good.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
so Jenna, you got this thing, right? That you always say, right? And you label it as beer to stroke ratio.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You want to elaborate and tell us what's your meaning behind beer to stroke ratio and what that means to you?
Well, let me show you my bling.
Okay.
My bling is this.
Oh, there it is right there. Beer to stroke ratio. You got it on there. Okay. I like that.
So everybody knows this about me.
Yep.
I warm up my own way.
Right, yes.
If I have to play at 9,
Uh-huh.
I wake up at 7
Okay.
and I start drinking
Yep.
because
Get the nerves down
Yeah.
a little bit. Get ready for what's about to happen.
yeah,
Okay.
I talk to myself too much when I play pool,
Yep.
and if I'm sober, my head gets in my way.
Right.
Right.
It happens
So-
to a lot of us
Right,
pool
right.
players. It really does.
I am I evidently natural, I guess.
Right.
I don't know if that's called natural, but I feel like it's helps
Natural
me.
basic instinct. Yeah.
I've
you know
tried
what
to
you're
play
doing.
sober too many times and it's not working.
Don't nobody know you like you though. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know yourself like you. Straight up. Like don't ever let nobody lie to you and tell you they do.
Yeah, so I need about a good 2 hours.
So yeah, you played in a tournament in Midland also, right?
Yep.
Okay, how did that go?
So I go to Midland with my girlfriend Tracy,
Okay.
and she lives in that town.
Shouts out
Well,
to Tracy. I know
Tracy
How you
Johnson,
doing, Tracy?
love
Yeah.
her.
How you doing?
And we get a bye again,
Yep.
our very first match, and she's like, well, do you want to go shopping? You want to do something? And I'm like, no, hell no.
Right.
I says, I can't leave my location.
Right.
I said, I got to be at a head game. I says, I got to drink.
Yep.
This is, we can't
Gotta
leave.
drink and I gotta think.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's my thing. Like, you get me there, I'm gonna drink all the way there,
Yep.
and then once I get there, you have to stay in a zone. And I guess my zone is I need a Coors Light in my hand, usually a glass of ice.
Right. Yeah. And that works for you though. Don't change it. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right.
Seriously.
Speaking of, can I have another?
Yes, you can.
Of course you can.
So, everybody that knows Jenna, if you had the privilege
Yes.
to be in a tournament with her,
Or just knowing her period.
knowing her period in a tournament, or just having fun shooting pool, you know that she gets it in. And when she gets it in, she gets it in.
All the way in.
So,
All the way.
but
I'm concerned about what we're talking about right
Well, you should be.
hey, she has the most fun.
She does.
I'm telling you.
I heard that.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't be that person that sit there having that much fun and try to shoot serious.
Right.
But she'd sit there and be like, oh, hey, whatever. What?
It's crazy.
As soon as she gets to that table, it's like this.
Boom. Everything changed.
I mean, killer instinct. She's a viper.
just set in like this.
All you hear is hissing.
You're like, oh shit. It just got real. Jenna's
Hey,
ready.
she turns into a viper 2.3 seconds. It's like that.
Yes.
I remember
How do
one
you do
time,
it? It's crazy.
me and Jenna had the privilege to play with each other in the tournament, and she was, going, getting it. And every time I didn't worry about her because me knowing her for so many years,
Yep.
I knew that as soon as it was her turn,
Game time. Game
and,
time.
and we did our thing. We ended up coming in second place.
See them
But
eyebrows go down like this?
she get on that
You
table.
know it's serious. He's like, uh-oh. You see a little chalk come up with the little thing, little stick thing? With the little stick thing go up in the air, you're like, uh-oh. Then it's coming to play.
It's straight.
Coming to play.
Focus.
Yeah.
So, if you could tell us how do you be able to do that? Because that's a skill.
Yeah, how do you
That's
decipher
a
that?
skill.
Like, we need to know.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue.
Right.
No,
Beer to stroke ratio, right?
I feel like it is. I take that. I guess that's my moment of this is what's keeping me focused for the day.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about anything else but whatever balls are on the pool table.
True, which you should. Yeah, just watch the table, play the game. Don't worry about your opponent. Play the table, and that's brilliant. How you can go about doing that. That's crazy.
Honest to God, you guys. So, the first time Tony took me to Soaring Eagle, I promised him, and it was the first time not playing in a team event with girls.
Yep.
Right.
I go to a C event, and babe, I'm gonna drink Diet Pepsi all day. I'm gonna be so good. I was 2 and out. I'm pretty sure that my very first one I was 2 and out.
Yep.
My very second C women's event, I went back to me. I started drinking, and I'm in the chair match, and I'm playing this girl Angie Brewer, freaking phenomenal pool player. I don't know if you guys know her. And I get to this moment where I have to try to get really serious.
Okay.
And I took my break.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom and I talked to myself on the toilet.
Sometimes you got to.
And
Sometimes you got
I'm
to.
like, breathe, you can do this. And like I try to refocus myself, but I feel like every time I always have to take that sip to focus myself, and then when I get to the table, then I am serious.
Yeah.
If you notice, when I'm standing back, I'm having fun giggling, but right before I come to the pool table, I think it's part of my my routine.
Pre-shot routine.
My pre-shot routine is I take a drink and then I go up and now I can refocus.
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
I don't know.
No, yeah, I know. I don't know. It just is what it is.
That or talk to yourself on the toilet.
Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. Keep doing it.
Like the Eminem.
Yeah.
Ours is ready. We speak mom's spaghetti.
You guys do know that our team was melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait a minute. Remember who came up with the idea for the Eminem shirts?
And that would be you.
Who came up with the idea for the Eminem shirts? Shout out to Nicole.
And Mary. Angel.
You
You for coming up with our shirts.
Thank you.
I made them.
Yes.
You made them?
I made them.
That's called teamwork.
Yeah.
See that?
And the worst part about it is I gave you no pictures of what we did to each other. So my teams are usually fun teams, right?
Yeah.
All the time.
I think Nicole started it. Where she took a picture and posted it on Facebook of us looking like our shirt.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to play.
Oh, that was class.
And-
I didn't see it.
And my eyebrows
classic.
were exactly like the eyebrows on my shirt. And then 2 minutes.
You did show me this.
Yes.
You did.
I'm so mad I didn't give
Because
you
you
guys.
couldn't wait to show
sorry.
me. Matter of fact, when you see me, you're like, Mark, look at this. I said, oh man, this thing about to go crazy.
But I will say this: Will made us an awesome white T-shirt. We weren't thinking ahead, and I don't know if you know this, but you can't wear the orange M&M shirt underneath of a white shirt because the eyes stick out right here.
Y'all like, oh, we gonna cancel that plan.
We were like, well, the shirt was great on the back. Mark was our 8-ball.
Yeah.
I was. I said, yep, I'm the 8-ball. I said it worked perfect. It all makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, it was awesome.
So now you gotta let us know what made you start playing this game of pool, and where did you start playing the game of pool? Like, what made you want to stick with the game of pool?
So when I was 18,
Okay.
I was living in a girlfriend's basement, and we went to Rocket Pocket when it was over on Apple Avenue, up in a strip mall.
Holy crap.
Okay.
Tom Decker actually
Heard
worked
about that.
there.
Oh, nice.
All right, but he didn't really give us no attention.
Yeah.
He
Right,
just
right.
went there to play pool, try to pick up guys.
Right.
Swear to God.
I hear you. Hey, I hear exactly what you said.
Then I didn't pick up a pool stick again till I met Tony.
Right.
And I didn't know Tony played at all. Mm-hmm. And the first date was at a bar,
Okay.
and I played a couple of times. He racked balls, made an 8-ball break.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, I must have
Probably
won.
getting this little flirt on
Yeah.
the side.
He racks the balls again. I make another 8-ball break, and he's like, holy shit, this girl's doing pretty good. I did not make an 8-ball break after that one for years and years.
Right.
However, he kept, every time we went somewhere, he just kept taking me to freaking play pool.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am not a girl to sit on a bar stool and watch.
Right.
If you're going to bring me somewhere, then I'm going to play.
Exactly.
So that's why I started.
Yep.
And as I only got better because I kept seeing girls that inspired me. And I just wanted to get a little bit better, a little bit better. Didn't want to listen to any man tell me how to play this game.
Right.
Some men taught me a few things. but I kind of figured it out as I went, or did what worked for me.
Yeah.
Right.
But
you remember the things that you should remember, and then made your own craft.
Yeah, but I learned by watching the guys, not by having the guys set stuff up for me, because that's not how I can learn.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm a watcher, I guess.
I always say check your filter.
Yeah.
I would listen to anybody say anything. And it could fall through. But it's all about how my filter is.
Yes, I'm gonna keep the good. The bad, I'm gonna leave it there.
I'm gonna let it seep through. Whatever.
Well, there was like a stupid shot Tony taught me, and he literally, I think, said 5 words, and I can remember that to this day.
Right.
Yep.
But then when he wants to get a little bit more technical, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe it's my husband. Because then
Normally
he had
that sometimes it'd be like
then
that.
he had his best friend
Your
try to teach
significant other,
me.
you don't really want it.
But
It's
then
harder.
I'll learn something from Will. He'll tell me something, and that clicks. I guess it's all in your wording of what you say to someone, because it's how it's worded for me.
Yeah.
And if it's going to click or not. If somebody can word how to draw,
Yes.
please, I'm ready.
Right.
I've been playing pool for 20 years. I'm ready to learn how to draw.
I heard that. Speaking of playing pool and drawing the ball, what stick do you actually like to shoot with? Like, what stick do you shoot with? Like, what kind of tip you like to use? What kind of stick you shoot with?
I shoot with a Lucasi.
Okay.
Tony bought me a Z shaft long time ago.
Okay.
And I played with that for years and years. It went from like a regular Z shaft down to the size of my pinky.
Yeah.
And then I got a new Z shaft.
Yep.
My tip is a clear, Kamui clear.
Muy clear.
Just because it looks cool.
I said that. Yeah, I said that. Yes. A lot of people like that. Hey, look at this little clear spot. It look cool, don't it? Yeah.
Because it looks cool.
Yeah, Kamui clear.
My break cue is really fancy. That was my very first pool cue I ever played with.
Right.
I feel like it's nostalgia. I'll never change.
Yep.
Right.
Tony has tried multiple times, and I just like what I like, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't need anything fancy. I don't need anything new. I'm not going to say it's whatever, like how you stroke your pool stick, or it kind of is. Some people can make balls with broomsticks. I like my old stuff, and I don't want anything new. It works for me.
So, do you know the diameter of your shaft?
Babe. What? My shaft. I don't know the diameter of my stuff. I don't know any technicalities of that.
Of the shaft.
So the Z3 that you have now that you're playing with is still the full 11.75.
Yes.
But your old original Z shaft, it's just a Z1, like the original Z shaft. You probably got that down less than 11.5. It's probably like 11.4.
Yeah, it got to the point when
Wow.
I missed.
crazy.
Wow. That's what I shoot with. And I've let people use my sticks like Trent and Tom Deckers.
Yep.
And they couldn't do it because you got to be dead on.
Yeah.
With
you
an
gotta be dead on
11.75.
everything, yeah.
So this is what happened. This is how I got my second Z shaft. It's because I started missing a little bit. Mm-hmm. And Tony was like, well, you need to pick up your bigger...
Well, let me get one of these Modelo's, brother. I'm sorry.
You're
Go
good.
ahead. Go ahead.
So he's like, you have to shoot with one of your bigger tip. It gives more room for error.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. But now I still will bounce back and forth because I have my days where I get more action off that tinier one than I do off the other one.
Yeah.
So
and you know that now.
yeah, I have learned that lesson.
Yeah.
And if I'm really bad, then I use my break cue.
Right.
That's impressive.
Because I don't have a break tip.
Tip. Yeah, like a finale tip.
Yeah,
like
nothing fancy. It's just, if a ball goes in the hole, it goes in the hole. I pick tails because I don't want to break.
Right.
For those watching, I hope you heard what she said. A smaller diameter. I think they work really good for women that have smaller hands.
Yes.
But you have to be dead on your shots.
Yep.
You really have to be.
Yeah,
and it just makes you
hitting so much less of the cue ball, with a smaller diameter shaft. So you got to be dead on what you hitting.
So when you see Jenna out here and she's breaking around you, know that she's on point.
She's all the way on point.
Speaking
Understand,
of,
rear to stroke ratio is on point. That day.
hey, remember we threw that round robin tournament with the break-in pot? So
Yes.
we do this
How
thing.
can I forget? Oh,
We do this
oh,
thing.
How can I forget?
Where everybody shoots in a round robin tournament.
My
And
husband
then,
did
think
not
I know where
have
we going with
faith in
this.
me.
I think I know where we going with this. Uh-oh.
Didn't
so
my,
you spend $5 on top of the entry fee, and if you break a run, you win the pot. So
Cheers on that, by the way.
right, heck yeah.
Cheers on that, by the way.
Everybody bought themselves. Jenna didn't buy herself,
No.
and Tony didn't buy it.
Tony did not give the $5 for me to buy
See
myself.
the opening, brother.
Like, that's true.
Yeah. So you was kind of hurt. You was like, well, let me prove something.
Yes, I was. I couldn't believe it. I thought he really bought me. That day, when I did that, I was like, yes, goodbye.
He was the first
And he
one
was
to
like,
get the
I
break
never
and
gave that
run.
money.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. And not only that, you was shooting good. You was winning game after game.
yeah,
You did.
full of shooters.
Yes.
It's full of people that can break around at any given moment. And Jenna snaps it off.
Yep.
So she's like, oh, I got the break around pot. And I'm sitting looking like, no, he didn't
And
buy
you didn't
it.
even have to go in the stall and talk to yourself.
No! Your stall here is the tree. I did not go to the tree to talk to myself.
You didn't even have to use your shiwi. You didn't even have to use the shiwi. Oh, that's funny.
I'll never forget it though. She wasn't bought, break and run, just went off into space. Money's still right here for anybody else. That's
So I did pay
Yeah.
the $5, but my first break run didn't count. Do you remember that? Do you
Yeah.
remember how close I
Yeah,
got
'cause-
to it again?
Yeah. Yep, you did well. There's more tournaments like that to come.
I
So.
know,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
be here.
Yeah, see, like next time you're gonna buy yourself, like, you know,
Yeah.
Well,
right off
next
rip.
time I'm gonna make sure I have cash.
There you go.
Yeah, because that was amazing. I mean, it was like the first game too. It was just
It
jumped
was.
off, bam.
And everybody like, ooh, Jenna ready. Like I said, them eyebrows said. I said, oh shit. I said she ready. So
It's like an activate.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
It is. So you still got that little pet thing that you used to carry on your pool stick case for good luck?
No, I don't.
You don't? Oh, what happened? Jenna used to keep it with him every time you had the pool stick
So
case. You had it.
I've changed this stuff out. I got a new pool case.
You had like a little, what was it, a little monkey thing or something?
Well,
What
I
was
have
it?
a monkey now because, well, I first had a monkey. My mom bought it for me, and I thought this is gonna be pool luck.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, other people started getting monkeys, and I was
Yep.
like, you can't take my luck.
Right.
So I asked my son to buy me a new
Yeah.
Lucky Charm.
Right.
I think Bratton was like 15. He was at the mall, and he bought me a cock.
Uh-oh.
So if you ever saw that big cock, that was me. That's Bratton.
I think you answered the wrong person that question.
So where to go?
So on to the next question. No.
But people buy me trinkets.
Yeah.
Like because I will use them.
Speaking of trinkets,
Exactly.
yeah.
speaking of trinkets,
Today I got a new trinket, and I'm
Nice.
really
See it.
excited.
Shout out to my wife.
oh
This
wow.
is dye.
Turn it
for-
around, let me
look
see
at
it.
what is it, Mark?
You tell me. It's your gift, not mine. I like
know.
it though.
If you know Jenna, you know that it's perfect for her.
This is excellent for her.
So I
was
do
very
like
well
to shoot.
thought.
I do
Very
like
well
to shoot
thought
with
out.
always something on my wrist.
Yes.
Well, now I got a new little fancy toy, and it's gonna be filled with some special water.
Got the little flash. Got the little bracelet.
Yes.
Bracelet flash.
I love it. It fits perfectly. I don't feel like it's going to interfere.
Right.
I'm going to test it out here at the cave.
Okay.
So I think we're going to be good.
Yeah, I know you would. And if you miss, and you know you gotta sit down, watch it run out, you can easily just unscrew the cap.
Yeah, special
Yeah.
water.
That's right. Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
I got something that I want to ask because we've mentioned your kids a few times already. So, and it's Mother's Day.
It is.
For someone
Happy Mother's
that shoots
Again
pool,
and again and again.
that's a woman that has kids, to do the things that you have done, to be in the places you have been. Some days you're not there, but your kids understand because you always make up
that
for
is so
it.
deep.
know,
That's a very good
so,
question, bro.
For all the women that shoot pool that will watch this and may struggle with it, and you probably don't struggle with this, but some women probably have. I know as fathers, we struggle with it.
Yeah.
You know, so I especially want to talk about that on the Father's Day episode we do. But
Yeah, which is
as a
coming.
mother, if you can give somebody some insight on how do you navigate through that?
I got lucky. I didn't have girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's a big thing. Like
Yeah.
if you have a girl,
Jaden and Britton, what's up?
Yeah,
girls, they take a little more out of you. The reason why I say I got lucky, when my kids were young, Tony and I did everything separately.
Yeah.
He got to do his thing. I kind of sat back.
Yeah.
I did my thing on my day. We had he had his day, I had my day, and then we paid a ton of money for babysitters.
Right.
Yep.
And I made sure I found fun babysitters. Like they would tell me, "Oh, this one was good." So then,
But this one, we
that's
didn't
who
like this one.
Yeah.
We want to go back over that one, if anything.
So we would go to a pool tournament and we'd get there at 8 and come home not 8, 12, come home at like 2 in the morning.
Yep.
And I have to pay this babysitter $5 an hour.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money. So Tony would have to win that pool tournament that day. And if we didn't, we just spent a lot of money.
That's the grind right there.
Yeah.
But for
Oh,
me,
wait,
pool
that's
was
serious.
always fun, But my kids knew that that's what we did.
Yeah.
Pretty much from the day they were born, they knew that that's what we did. We
Yeah.
tried to get my kids involved multiple times.
Yeah.
Brought Jaden and
I
Bretton.
have seen him out with Tony a couple times shooting, yeah.
Yeah, we brought them to Alpena with us a few times to stay in the hotel, just to try to get them. This is what we do. This is what mom and dad do.
I remember at the Soaring Eagle, they was in the hotel
Yes,
playing,
they
the,
were.
playing the
Yeah.
PlayStation
They-
or the
but-
Xbox or
yeah,
whatever.
that's all
Call
they
of
wanted
Duty
to
or
do.
something, yeah.
They
And I
wanted
was
to
hollering
play
at them in the
video
room,
games.
what's up, y'all? Yeah, they was in there chilling. I remember.
Sometimes you bring them with you, and they didn't. My boys didn't want to really be with us. They just wanted to bring friends, play
Yeah.
video games. But
Yeah.
we made sure
Yeah.
that they were always invited. Do you want to
All
come?
the time.
And Jaden, when Jaden was, I want to say he was 10. He actually brought his pool stick. It was so cute, you guys. Carried his little stick around to every match, even though he wasn't playing. And at Greg Thornton's tournaments,
Shouts out to Greg
if
Thornton.
you guys
by the
don't
way.
know statewide billiards,
Yeah,
statewide
y'all beat us
billiards
in
rock.
Flint and took first place. We took second, but we'll get y'all next time, man. Shouts out to you, though, man.
Always, if you have a chance to go to one of their tournaments,
Yeah.
go. Best tournaments ever. But Jaden went, and Greg's son, Tyler,
Yeah.
played with Jaden
Tyler
in a
Thornton.
Scotch event.
Okay.
And Jaden actually shot really well.
Uh-huh.
So then the next day,
Feel like a proud mom.
yeah,
watching
I
that,
was
didn't
so
you?
proud.
Yeah, you
I even
should.
almost got in a fight that day with another lady that was giving my baby some crap.
Uh-oh.
But I was
You like
good.
mom in the bleachers at the basketball
I turned
game.
into a bear. I turned into a bear, and I don't do that. But then the next day, he played with Tony, and one of Tony's friends bet Jaden a sweatshirt at the grinding booth table that he couldn't make a ball or an 8-ball in the break. And so Jaden's all like stretching out and doing all this stuff, and next thing you know, my little 10-year-old pops his break and wins the sweatshirt.
Really?
I swear to God.
You jumped up and down, didn't you?
Yeah, well, then I'm like, oh yeah, he's got the bug. Now we're golden. And then I think it was after that weekend, he never played again.
Really?
No,
So
like,
that hurt your feelings. That hurt your
kinda,
heart a little bit. Like,
yeah, I was like, man,
Because,
I really thought this was gonna bring us all together, but
Yeah,
my
yeah.
boys do different things.
they in the
Brett
soccer. They used to be in the soccer heavy,
Yep,
right? Like,
soccer huge.
yeah. And every time it was a tournament, I'm like, Jenna, Tony, why y'all didn't make it to this big tournament? You was like, oh, we had the
We had
kids
to-
soccer.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which I
yeah.
commend that, and that's real. You
Yeah,
know?
sometimes you gotta say no, but
Yes, yes. yes.
if you can
This
do
thing
it,
of
you
pool
can
ain't
do
going
it.
nowhere. It's gonna always be here. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So kids are important. They're
Very,
first,
very.
always first and foremost.
True.
But
Very.
Yeah.
And that
we
answer
got
is gonna
lucky.
help
We
a
had
lot of
boys,
people
and they want to
watching.
be by themselves.
Yes, you're right.
So that's why me and Tony are okay now to go to all these different things. I mean, obviously now they're in their 20s, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
back then, even when they were like 15,
Uh-huh.
my mom would come to the house, watch them, and we would go. And my kids were like in seventh heaven because they're with grandma.
Yep.
They can do what they want. They can
Yep.
play video games, So
Yeah. So everything was good.
yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's
It
amazing.
is very amazing. But
That's amazing.
we just want to thank you and tell you that we love you, sis. And once again, happy Mother's Day.
Yep, yep.
Shouts out to our big bro, which is your husband, Tony Flannery, also.
Yep.
And I just want to tell you that I appreciate all the hospitality that you have showed me over the years, like on my birthdays. Y'all always present me with gifts or whatnot. Invite me over for dinner. I might make it late, but I'll make it there. Better late than never, but never late is better. So, you know, I just want to tell you how much I love you, you know, and happy Mother's Day, and continue on with your journey in this pool, because you are a very good aspect to everything that we're doing as far as pool period, Muskegon, and also a cave vet, you know?
Yes.
So, yeah.
I will represent loud and proud.
Yes, and you definitely doing it.
Speaking of representing, you know this Saturday we got something coming up. I understand why she's not, you know, but if you look at this thing right here,
Let them know what we talking about.
if you look at this thing right
Stretch
here,
it out. Let them know what we talking about.
look at that.
Let them know it's game
Look
time.
at that. This is the Queen of the Slate tournament
That's right.
belt for the winner.
Who won it? I know Jenna do.
I know she do.
As soon as y'all see them eyebrows do like that.
Unfortunately, boys, I can't make it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
purple ain't my color.
All right, but
I will eventually work on this belt because
got
it's
that.
going around.
yes, it is.
And I'd like the belt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, shouts out to everybody that stayed tuned with us and watched us. And also, again, happy Mother's Day. Jenna,
Happy Mother's Day, ladies.
Happy
we love you.
I love you guys.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Also, subscribe. Once again, episode 2. It's Cave Gang, baby.
We out.
I think that one excellent. I know it did.
I don't know if it did or not. I tried, boys.
Yeah, rack 'em up, Yo, Will, where you at, man? Yeah. You're now rocking with the Cave Gang, baby. We the caveman, the cave vets is the ladies. The way that we shoot pool is crazy. Shouts out to the boss face, he amazed me. Yeah, it's the Cave Gang, baby. This ain't nothing, no, we do this on the daily. If you shoot like an A, B, or a straight C, have a conversation, what's been going on lately? It's the Cave Gang, baby. It's the Cave Gang, baby. Yeah, Cave Gang, baby. It's the Cave Gang, baby.